What's going on, everybody? It's Steve, and I'm here with my draft review for VBL Season 5? Yes, Season 5. BDSP draft this time. Something new, no Dynamax, hilariously reduced move pools and items, and yeah, just the first 4 gens. No theme this time. Missed the playoffs last season. Kind of want an actual serious team, so my original plan going in, I wanted to get a good fairy type follow me user, either Clefable or Togekiss in that order. Clefable was first picked, and Togekiss got picked around 7th or 8th. I had pick 13. So I knew that would be a good spot to get combos if I wanted combos. But because I didn't get my follow me user, I figured I would go into something else that would give me a lot of combo potential, and that is Pelipper, who cost 15 points. The point values are hilariously inflated. 15 out of a possible 20, technically 22 if you're Cresselia. Pelipper, if we scroll down to the move section here, is my face in the way? Face is in the way. Well, Pelipper anyway gives me Tailwind, it has U-Turn, it has Wide Guard, it has Knockoff. Most importantly, it has Drizzle. I could also do some Rain Dish shenanigans if I ever wanted to do that, but probably not. Enables an entire powerful archetype in Rain. Tailwind will allow anything slower to go faster, obviously. It still has good special attack at 95, decent bulk with 170, 60, or 60, 170. Like I said before, pivoting. It has Soak if I ever want to do some Choice Scarf Soak shenanigans. Yeah, very flexible mon. Moving on from Pelipper, I wanted a strong electric types that I could pair with the Soak that Pelipper has. I wanted Raikou. Raikou was picked either the last pick of round 2 or first pick of, or sorry, last pick of round 1 or first pick of round 2. Don't remember which side of the wheel it went on, but it got taken right before I could go, so instead I pivoted to Raichu. Raichu obviously has Lightning Rod, which will help the water types on my team from getting hit by electric attacks. Also has Fake Out, Nuzzle, Volt Switch, Thunder Wave. It has Charm, Encore, just a shitload of supportive options. Still has good special attack at 95, good speed at 110, one of the fastest mons in the format, one of the fastest Fake Outs in the format as well. It's outsped by Weavile, maybe Sneasel, maybe Ambipom, I'm not sure off the top of my head. So yeah, there's my good first 2 picks. Gives me a lot of good support options as well as a decent amount of power. Moving on from there, I was not intending on grabbing my Swift Swim user because I figured nobody else would be getting into that type of mode because nobody had Politoed yet. KC decided to pick Politoed in round 3, so I went into mine and I got Ludicolo, one of my favorite mons. If you have followed me at all, you know I brought a Ludicolo team to Players Cup 4, went 3-3 with it, which did pretty good because it's kind of a little low on power. 90 special attack, but gets the speed and power boost from the rain being up. It also has good defenses, 80, 70, 100, which means Rain Dish, especially in this low power format, is very helpful. It has some fun things I could do, like Sweet Scent in the rain to set up for sleep moves or something like that. At least that was the idea going in. Don't think I have any sleep moves, but it still gets Fake Out. Gets Swords Dance if I ever want to run it physically. And Yeah, good typing, water grass, only weak to the poison, flying, and bug. Not terribly concerned about the flying weakness because I've got Raichu there. Poison is just generally doesn't have that many strong mons in this format. And bug is bug. It's also covered by Pelipper. Going from there, I wanted to get another good supportive piece that could help me set up a Trick Room mode if I wanted it, and I went with Jinx, which also has the dry skin ability, so it fits in perfectly well with the rain mode. I compare this with a Surf Pelipper or a Surf Ludicolo, like Fake Out, or Lovely Kiss, or even set up Trick Room. Ice Beam, Jinx still has 115 special attack, so it packs a huge punch, very fast, super frail though on the defensive side. It can take some hits special defensively, 65, 95, not terrible, but yeah, it probably going to be the focus Sashmon most of the time, which is kind of crappy because Raichu also wants it. We'll see how each series goes, but Jinx is an incredible supportive mon. Forewarn even has some place. Oblivious, I can skill swap that, which could come in handy as we will see as we go further down the line. But right now, just with these 4 Pokemon, my team is incredibly annoying. I have 3 fast Fake Out users. Ludicolo is the fastest Fake Out user in Rain. I have something to put things asleep with Jinx and Lovely Kiss. I have very strong offense with these 3, and even Pelipper with Hurricane. Hurricane is very poorly distributed in this game. Psychic type also does damage. Jinx has so many weaknesses though. That's pretty bad. But we move on. Obviously Jinx isn't a great Trick Room setter because she will be destroyed by any physical attack, so I wanted something that could withstand some attacks, and I went to my good old friend Porygon 2. I believe it was 9 points. That's huge value. Because Porygon 2 has 85 HP, 90 defense, 95 special defense. That's pretty bulky. It also has 105 special attack with either download or analytic. So if I can get the +1 special attack boost or the analytic boost, this thing's doing a ton of damage. Great move pool: electric, ice, normal, ghost, psychic. I think it has solar beam as well. Just great coverage. I can use it for setting up Trick Room, and it still has 60 speed, so it's also usable in Tailwind. I think that maxes out like 120 or something, 123 maybe. So in Tailwind, that's obviously going before anything else in the format. I think Electrode or Ninjask are the fastest. Ninjask didn't get picked. Electrode caps at 230 maybe, something like that. Porygon 2 also pairs well with Raichu because it has Discharge. I can just start discharging, boosting up Raichu while Raichu fakes out. If I Scarf Porygon 2, Discharge, Fake Out, that means Raichu's at +2 special attack when it goes for its first actual attack. And even if you double protect, just to dodge a Fake Out, you're getting a +1 Raichu in your face. P2 did lose some skills, like Foul Play would be nice, doesn't have that anymore, but he's still got Trick Room, Recover, Nasty Plot, all that good stuff. Other mons I was considering in case that got sniped: Stantler, Kecleon, and Girafarig. Ended up thinking about Kecleon for the backup because it was only 6 points. From there, I wanted a decent Trick Room mon because I really don't have that yet. So I thought about Rhydon, and I didn't think this was a great spot to pick it in. I thought it would still be gone. Oh, right, and when I picked Jinx, I also wanted to pick Zapdos. Tom grabbed that right before I got to my pick, so I had to go with Jinx. Yeah, back to the Trick Room Mons. Considered Rhydon. Didn't end up picking it up. Instead, I went with Cradley, which I believe was 10 points. Cradley has Storm Drain, which once again I can pair with Surf from any of these three. Raichu still gets Surf in this game. It has Stockpile. It's one of the few mons with Stockpile. It is hilariously defensive with 86, 97, 107 defenses, and still decent attack and special attack. You can run a Curse set over Stockpile. You can run Leech Seed Stall with Recover. Still has Ancient Power. It has Rock Slide, Giga Drain. Kind of missing out a little bit on the coverage. There was a move I saw recently. I think it might get Knockoff or something. Something goofy that makes it even better, but I see myself using this more as an endgame wall than with Stockpile than a Curse Bot with physical attacks, but we will see how that cookie crumbles. Let me zoom out here a little bit. How's that look? That's a little better. And my team right now looks like it has a lot of weaknesses, but we shore that up eventually. The next time the wheel comes around, this is when I really started considering Rhydon. I was just finishing up a game of D&D, so I had a few drinks in me, and I was like, you know what? I already got one Lightning Rod user. Do I really need Rhydon? Yeah, it has a huge amount of attack, but that really just makes my weaknesses that much more weak, for the most part, except for that rock. So instead, I went with Steelix. Steelix was 9 points again, something like that. I'll be able to tell at the end, because I end up at 0. Steelix has Sheer Force, obviously, which a Life Orb, something like Ice Fang or Rock Slide or Crunch, while these do more damage. Unfortunately, I don't think he has any ground moves other than Bulldoze or Sand Tomb, which would take advantage of Sheer Force, and at that point you're better off with Earthquake anyway. I also don't think he has Iron Head, so I'd have to rely on Iron Tail if I want to make use of the Sheer Force boost, but like Curse Gyro Ball is still good. I have Cradley here with Storm Drain to redirect attacks away from Steelix. Rockhead, I could run like Double Edge or Head Smash. It has Head Smash, that's pretty good. Hilariously bulky on the physical side, 75, 200. A little bit of a special defense weakness, but I can just invest into that. And is one of the slowest mons in the format as well, so obviously good in Trick Room. And against a particularly slow team, I could even throw it in Tailwind, who knows. And on the reverse side of this wheel, I was talking to Sam, he rolled attack, I think, and we found something of very high value in Snubble, worth 2 points. Snubble is one of the few fairy types. I think that's what we were talking about fairy types. I was like, oh, Snubble still has Intimidate. I didn't know that. Oh, Snubble has 80 attack and 30 speed. I mean, sure, its defenses aren't great, but for 2 points I have an Intimidate Fairymon that will probably always go first in Trick Room. It's also got hilarious coverage. It's got the fairy moves, it has all the fangs, it has like close combat. Just a huge value mon. I don't know how often I'm actually going to bring it, but it's got a great support move pool as well. Things like Charm. So don't sleep on Snubble. I expect that I should actually be able to bring it. And I think I got this wrong. Yeah, one of these was worth 1 more point. Might have been Steelix. Something like that, yeah. So I had 25 points left. So my original plan here for the last 3 picks of the draft, I wanted to get Haunter and Shadot, and then round it out with Poliwrath. Poliwrath, of course, good with all these fake-out users. as a Swift Swim Mon with Belly Drum would be incredibly dangerous. Another plan was to get Dragonite plus 2 other things. Dragonite mainly because it has Hurricane. However, as the draft kept going and going, I eventually realized I am the only person left, other than Tay, who can, at this point, afford the combo of Wheezing and Slacking. I believe that was 11 and 13, which left me with 1 point left. Wheezing, I picked first, obviously. Don't want to pick Slacking and then have somebody come in there and snipe me by taking Wheezing, who is on his own a good Pokemon. Right? He's got Levitate, so he only has 1 weakness to Psychic. I can run him without Slacking basically all the time. He's got Stockpile as well, Toxic, Will-O-Wisp, Destiny Bond, Pain Split. He still has a decent special attack and attack stat. Very big defensive bulk. So this is another endgame wall. You can also run him offensively with like Sludge Bomb. It has Heat Wave for some reason. It has Haze for any of these Belly Drum teams. So Wheezing on its own is good value at 11, I think. And then I did decide to go with Slacking. It has 160 attack and 150 HP. Yeah, its special defense is a little low, but that's fine. 100 speed in Tailwind, this is always going to go first. It has Earthquake, Rock Slide, Fighting coverage, Ghost coverage, Dark coverage, Giga Impact Choice Band. Braff put it well. That's an OHKO button. Nothing outside of a Steel or Rock type is getting away with that. And I guess Ghost, obviously. But Steve, if Wheezing goes down, isn't Slaking useless? Cradily has Gastro Acid, so there's another combo. Not only that, unlike Slow Start, I can lead with, say, any of these 3 who have Fake Out, get a free attack or boost off with Slaking, and then, Volt switch out. And I suddenly have deactivated Truant, and Slaking can go again. If I get like a bulk up, Slaking is gonna be just chunking things down. I could just like have it as an endgame condition instead of a Wheezing or Cradily stall endgame. I can just have Choice Band Slaking in the back and like Giga Impact something. Of course, then I just lose to Protect, which would suck. But yeah, this thing is a beast. And then finally, I had 1 point left. I looked at Numel because it has Simple as well as Stockpile again, which would get it up to +6/+6 defense, then just like Rest. If Eviolite was a thing, it could be useful, but I looked at Surskit, which has Swift Swim and Soak, and like Hydro Pump. It's not terrible, but I realized, when am I ever going to bring Surskit over Ludicolo? Probably never. So I went with Bagon from the bag. And Bagon with Sheer Force, again. I have 2 Rockhead Sheer Force Mons. Bagon Dragon Rush OHKO's a Garchomp. So that's something to keep in mind. For a 1 point Mon, that's not too bad. I could throw this in a Trick Room team. It's only got 50 speed. It can take something out, I'm sure. Am I going to rely on it? No. Does it have a use? Absolutely. So there's the whole team. In the end, I do have a net fighting weakness. Technically, Wheezing is a good cover for that, as is Pelipper, Snubble, kinda. I got the ice weakness, but that includes Bagon, who's probably not coming very often. And I got the rock weakness, which, obviously Rock Slide as a coverage move is good, but you're going to struggle bringing your rock mons against a Pelipper, Ludicolo, Cradily, Steelix team. So I'm not too worried about rock types. And talk about power boosts, which is something from Jordan's video that he talked about. You know, he had that whole spiel about guts and other such abilities. I've got Drizzle Swift Swim, I've got Lightning Rod, I've got Storm Drain, Sheer Force, Neutralizing Gas for Slaking. All of these things combo together. These three all know Surf for Storm Drain. P2 knows Discharge for Raichu. I can take away the opponent's attack with Intimidate. It also knows Snarl, Intimidate, or Will-O-Wisp. Slaking as Yawn. Download is an immediate boost. Analytic is sometimes an immediate boost. I can take away your ability as well. I've got a good Trick Room mode. I've got a good Fast mode. In my opinion, this is the best team I've made since Season 1. Obviously, because I'm not doing a gimmick, but this is also the least I've actually played the game since Season 1. So, good team. Am I good? Still, we'll see. I don't think I am, but I'm going to try. Let me know what you think of the team, and thanks for watching. Peace.